Alright guys, Malik Beasley is in the news again. He's been in the news before. First things first, he was arrested for weed and stolen possession. Now, if that right there wasn't crazy enough, he was also caught pointing a gun at a person in a car in a gated community. Now, I'm with the thou shalt not like community. I understand what people have to do, but when we talk about an NBA player in a gated community, like, how safe do you have to be in that particular setting? I might be wrong. Malik Beasley might have some ops out there, but from my vantage point, it don't really seem like that much of a risk in a gated community. But regardless, now we have a situation where Malik Beasley seems to have actually cheated on his wife, which is absolutely insane. Remind you, they got married in March. I'm talking about right when the pandemic was starting, they got married. Malik Beasley couldn't stay faithful for at least 8 months. And on top of that, he cheated with Larsa Pippen. You could have cheated with 90% of other female, probably 95% of other people, and it wouldn't be this big of a story. But because it was Larsa Pippen, that right there now makes it a dilemma for Malik Beasley. Larsa Pippen is essentially famous. She's basically like the Black China of the NBA. She basically finesses everybody and basically always tries to stay relevant. Now, I do want to make this absolutely clear. I am not blaming Larsa Pippen for her activities and how she finesses these NBA players and these celebrities. I actually applaud her. She getting her money. She's being a businesswoman that she is. You just got to criticize these other NBA players and these other people for cheating on their wives with Larsa Pippen. And if that wasn't bad enough, Malik Beasley shot his shot at Larsa Pippen in her comments, bro. In her Instagram comments 2 weeks ago. The level of indifference, like, Malik Beasley did not care at all. Not one iota if his wife found out about the situation. He didn't care. Now, I could understand if he slid it in DMs. I could understand if he slid it in through email, and we'll get into that later on. I could understand about anything else, but at a public situation like this, he didn't care at all. Now, that's not even the only part. Malik Beasley also had another female on the mid-level exception, it seems like. He looked absolutely down bad in this situation. A couple of things. He was boo-loving in the email. The email itself was about a couple paragraphs long. Technically, it wasn't any paragraphs minimum because he didn't necessarily have any indentation, but you can't necessarily expect NBA players to have perfect grammar in these particular situations, but that's besides the point. But the worst part about this email is how he was talking about his wife. Now, as I said, they just got married in March. Not even a year has passed and he already downplaying his wife in another female's email. He basically says he has respect for his wife because, of course, she's the mother of his child and he wants to pretty much treat her the best. Now, I don't understand that, don't get me wrong, but you just married her in March. Like, well, where's the disconnect here? You don't just marry a baby mother now. Not only that, Malik Beasley also told the mid-level exception side chick that she should pretty much quit her job and he'd pay for her. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this right here seems like a bad idea, but regardless, females actually be doing this. Now, it seems like Malik Beasley actually did have some sort of invested interest in this female, but it turns out he didn't, mainly because he was just caught on a date with Larsa Pippen. And it seems like the picture with Larsa Pippen did actually create a snowball effect, and it seems like this right here might actually add to the snowball effect as well. Do not be surprised at all if Malik Beasley did actually hand out some more mid-level exceptions to some side pieces out there, or possibly even some veteran minimum contracts to some side pieces out there. It is what NBA players do. But the reason why I'm so surprised at this particular point, not only the fact that he just got married in March and there's basically been no NBA season, he's pretty much been at home. So how could you pretty much cheat at home? But also, he just got out of a crazy situation where he was locked up for weed and stolen possession. And not only that, caught waving a gun at somebody's car. At this particular point, you'd think that Malik Beasley wanted to stay low and lay low, but that wasn't the case at all. Now, after the side piece story actually came out, and after the story with Larsa Pippen actually came out, Malik Beasley actually reacted to the situation on Instagram and actually through legal challenges. Now, the first thing that we did get from her Instagram is the fact that she didn't really know about any of this. This right here might come as a surprise to some of you guys, but one of the things that's known about NBA wives is that they understand that NBA players are probably going to have some side pieces and they're probably not going to necessarily care about it. The only rule of stipulation that they usually have is do not get them embarrassed, like do not get caught while you're cheating with your side piece. Malik Beasley, first things first, messed up with that. He was in a public situation holding hands with Larsa Pippen, so he didn't necessarily care. Also, he was under her IG comments, so that right there didn't matter at all to Malik Beasley. But also, she basically said that she had no idea that he was cheating, period. In fact, she basically said that he was supposed to come home on his birthday and celebrate, and he never came home. And I do want to point out, this right here is definitely an indictment on her friends. Like, if you guys understand, females friends, they better than the CIA. And Malik Beasley made this so public, he didn't care at all. How in the world did she not find out through other channels like her friends, her family members, etc.? This is literally just gross incompetence among their parts and also her parts as well. I'm pretty sure she doing some FBI work as well. Malik Beasley definitely doesn't look like the straightest shooter, so I'm pretty sure she possibly had an inkling that he was doing some other stuff on the side. Now, she specifically said that she reached out to a divorce lawyer, and it's looking like it's going all downhill for my man Malik Beasley. Even though I did clown on Malik Beasley a lot, you just hate to see a man go through a situation like this, and you just hope he gets better. All love to Malik Beasley, but in terms of the on-court dilemma with Malik Beasley, he was already up against it. Now, I do have to point out, big congrats to Malik Beasley. He actually did get paid $60 million after he was arrested, which is absolutely insane. I don't even think he was going to get that from anybody else. And the only reason why he probably got it is because he got it from an organization like the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is probably not one of the best ran organizations. Now, on top of that, it seems like Malik Beasley might actually get his job taken from him because they just drafted Anthony Edwards. And of course, Malik Beasley, being the veteran that he is, he probably sees the writing on the wall. They also added D'Angelo Russell. They also added Ricky Rubio. Malik Beasley was seen as like one of the up and coming young stars in the league. Now it just seems like he's about to be shoved into the back burners. Now, not only that, his overall image might seem a little bit tarnished among the NBA players, especially because he was caught with Larsa Pippen. I'm pretty sure you guys understand by the last name. She is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, and because Scottie Pippen is a beloved person among the NBA circles, Malik Beasley might actually be seen now in a negative light, and of course that would affect the politics of the NBA. Now, Malik Beasley might not necessarily care about the politics of the NBA, mainly because he just got $60 million, and also because he's young and also talented. But regardless, this definitely does affect his overall image within league circles. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. But it's been your boy, and we out.